It is 1 p.m. October 2nd. Basically, it's the second day of my challenge. Yesterday I only got 77 words in, but that's okay, at least I did something. Just finished all of my emails and meetings for the morning for work. So I've got about 15 minutes of my lunch break where I can get some writing in, and then after that hopefully go for a little bit of a walk before I come back and have to work again. So with that, I don't want to waste too much more time. I'm gonna jump right into it. Okay, it is finally the end of the workday. I've just finished dinner, so I have something to eat this evening, but I thought it would be fun to hop on as a little progress update. So I managed 279 words during my lunch break. Not a lot, but it's something. I do hope to hop on some live streams, like live sprinting streams today, if there are any on YouTube. But in the meantime, I thought that it would be fun to share a little bit of math that I did to figure out the word count I would have to average per day to meet my word count goal of 80,000 words at the end of November. Now I'm starting with a little over 12,000 words in my manuscript, so taking that into consideration, I would still need to write 1,113 words per day to get that 12,000 to 80,000 by the end of November. That's a lot. I'm not sure if it was smart of me to do this, but you know what? This is gonna help me in the long run. It is a challenge. I did give myself wiggle room. I did say it was okay if I could only make 60,000 words, so I kind of have a goal range of between 60 and 80, but I really want to hit that 80K. So we'll see how well I can do in meeting that daily word count average. It's all part of the process. So hopefully I'll be able to get my 279 words to the a little bit over 1,000, but honestly, we'll see, and I will probably have to make up for the lack of progress during the weekdays on the weekends, but we'll see what happens. Oh. Yes, I'm on the couch. I promise I did not sleep here. Okay, hello, good morning. This is day 3 of my challenge, but basically I'm very proud of myself. I woke up early enough this morning, got ready, and have joined a live writing sprint. I've got my coffee. I've kind of just rolled out of bed, but you know what? We're here to do it. So this morning was successful in that I managed to get words down on the paper during my morning sprints. I got about 171 words. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but I did do some transferring of old scenes that I wanted to keep into their rightful places in part 1 so that I could get a better picture as I'm moving forward. Workload is a little bit lighter, and I can take a little bit of a longer lunch break later today and see if I can get some sprinting done there. Maybe this evening I can pop on another sprinting stream or a live sprinting stream. But yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Thank you for checking in and stopping by. Okay, I just wanted to do a quick evening check-in. We're in a bit of a different situation, because I need to get out of the office, and also I need to watch my dinner so I don't burn it. But I have a feeling that if I don't check in now, I might not check in for the rest of the night. I have got around
500 words in for the day, which is pretty good because I plan on hopping on an evening sprinting stream. So I'm going to hop on a live sprint stream on YouTube. I'm hoping to get a little bit over 1,000 words today. But what's exciting for me at the moment is that I've found a couple of the scenes from my previous draft from last year that I knew I wanted to keep, and I'm finally getting to the points in my story where I can add them in. So I am trying to keep track of my new writing, like the amount of words I've written that are new, but I'm also tracking, the words that I'm pulling over from my previous write, because at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that at the end of this I have something that's slightly cohesive as a full draft. So going back to last year's writing, it's been a little fun, a little embarrassing, but a little fun. Maybe I'll get time to do a quick daily wrap up, but if not, then in the morning I'll probably go over what I was able to accomplish today and then what I hope to accomplish tomorrow. We are getting close to the end of the week and getting close to finishing the first week of my little autumn author challenge of the Pathfinders Writing Collective, or my pathtober.
Hello, good morning. I am getting close to finishing the first week of my little autumn writing challenge, or my pathtober. Yesterday, I only got a total of about 846 words in, which, you know what, that's not too bad for a daily word count. I think what's more exciting possibly is that since the start, so since October 1st, I actually managed to pull about 4,000 words into my manuscript from scenes that I had set aside last year to incorporate into this round. So I guess this is, even though I'm considering it a rewrite, there are places where it's more a revision than a rewrite. I actually think that for next week, I want to go through everything I added, and I kind of want to do like a very broad comb through to get it to at least flow a little bit, because right now it's a lot of haberdashery. It's a lot of scene chunks and places highlighted for me to return to later. So I think before I start on part 2, which I'm not sure when I'm going to start on part 2, hopefully soon, but right before I start on part 2, I'm actually going to go through and maybe do very, very minor edits. We'll see how that goes, but the plan is don't change anything, just make it flow a little bit more, and also remember some of the names of the characters that I developed so that I save myself a headache in later drafts. After some work and after a quick trip to the gym, I'm going to try to get some more work done. Okay, so my total word count for today is 0 so far. I'm going to take a quick 15-minute break from work and see if I can do a little bit of writing for about 15 minutes. Okay, so yesterday, Friday, I basically powered through only about 480 words. That's okay. Honestly, I still call it a win because but what I think is exciting is I essentially powered through the rest of my scenes for part 1. Now they're not well written, and some of them are almost just bullet points of the scene where this happened goes here, but it's something to work off of, which is pretty exciting. So my current total, the total that I'm starting off with today, is about 17,885 words. Not too bad. It is officially Saturday, so I do plan on plan on spending a lot of time seeing if I can catch up in my writing and in my goals. Ultimately, I plan or anticipate that the weekends are going to be the catch-up times. So I think it's actually turning out to be more of like a pathtober, so like a planning, plotting, very rough drafting October, and then hopefully in November I can refine, add, and like complete the draft, and at least get it to a point where it makes some sense, so that in December and January I can go back and start to edit. But with that, I will probably start getting ready for the day. Breakfast will be ready soon, and then we have a couple of errands to run, and then hopefully it is relaxing, vibing, and writing time. Guys, I have just finished outlining part 2, and let me tell you, it's rough, but I have it, and I'm so excited because it means that I have an idea of where I want to take this. And I'm just, as someone who's not a big plotter, getting this to flow is a huge success. Now, I'm not going to include the word count of the outline in my actual manuscript word count. I don't think that makes sense. But in like 20 minutes, I got about 772 words in for this outline. Now it is in like an overall essay format, so it's just like a synopsis of part 2, like a bunch of paragraphs. There isn't a chapter breakdown or anything. I think that's gonna happen in the next iteration when I start going into like draft 2. I'll probably organize a little bit more, but I'm just so excited to have something to work off of. And I feel like it will help me when I get to those areas where I'm like, I'm not sure how to move past this. I have something to aim for. So let's see what else this weekend has in store. Okay, in case you can't tell, I didn't do anything extra since a rough outline of part 2 today. That is partly because I was out all day with my fiance, doing some errands, doing a little bit of shopping, and then we came back, ate dinner, and lo and behold, it is almost 8 p.m. But yeah, I'm gonna see, I have a little bit of time now. I'm gonna see if I can get some stuff done, and if not, I think tomorrow will be my official check-in. It'll be the end of my first week doing this little pathtober, preptober sort of thing. And you know what, we'll see how it goes. All right, see you guys later. I think it's officially time to wrap up the first week of my autumn writing challenge. Ultimately, I think October is going to be more of a prepping, plotting, and planning month to set me up for November. A lot of my progress this week was in plotting and planning and bringing in the scenes that I had saved from my previous draft to incorporate into this draft of the manuscript. Ultimately, for raw numbers and objective progress, I started the week at 12,118 words. I'm ending the week at 18,660 words, meaning that as of now, I've gotten 6,542 words into the current draft of my manuscript, which I'm just calling draft 1 for simplicity. 60% of this was probably in bringing the scenes that I knew I wanted to keep and placing them in their respective areas in part 1. I'm also not counting the work I did developing the part 2 synopsis. I think the synopsis is probably the biggest accomplishment that I've made. I usually don't have great plans when I'm writing. It's going to be very helpful. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Feel free to let me know how it's going on your end. If you're participating in a preptober or a plot-tober or a pathtober, I would love to hear how it's going, and I will see you around, and happy writing.